To have some conversation the other day about your story. So you were telling me that you had an experience late in your teen years where you got pretty disappointed, I guess, just plain mad at God. Huh? Tell us about that a little bit.
It was my senior year in high school, and I had been going to church with all my friends. And one Sunday that I didn't go to church, one of my best friends got in a car accident, and he was killed in that car accident. And he was going to school to be a preacher, and after his funeral, I didn't go to church because I was very angry at God for taking him away from me.
So you just stopped going to church altogether?
Yes.
Well, I noticed you're in church. So, what happened? How did you start on your way back toward a relationship with God?
Matt and his family had me come to church with them, and came regularly, and it's just kind of gone from there. Coming here.
So God started to begin to do some things in your life. Let's push the fast forward button just a little bit. A couple of weeks ago, you took your connection care card, ripped it off of the bulletin, and you wrote a prayer request and threw it in the offering plate. Can you just tell us what that was?
Yeah, we've been going through a little bit of a hard time, had some setbacks in our life, and I've been struggling with my faith, and it's been a hard time. And I put on a prayer request to pray for me and my struggling faith. And that Sunday, that was when we started this group. And God was really speaking to me that Sunday and answering that specific prayer to help me.
Isn't that fun how God sort of begins to orchestrate things in our lives? So let's go to the last Sunday and tell me a little bit about that.
Well, that week I had started reading my Bible a lot more, and I started listening to Caleb and the amazing music that's on there. And then Sunday came, Friday you had called me and said that you had been praying for me. You saw my card, and what you didn't know is I had just finished crying, listening to Caleb on my way home from work, and I just heard the song Lead Me, and then you had called and said, I've been praying for you, and if we ever need to talk, just let me know. And so I had been continuing to pray, and then that Sunday, I had said a silent prayer again, and this series is awesome. Every Sunday it just keeps speaking to me and my heart, and it's just that Sunday night, I went home and I was at home alone, and I was just again listening to Caleb, and I just started to cry. That night I had accepted Christ into my life. I just said, I can't do this alone. I need you to take control.
Wow. And so you prayed that prayer, and what happened?
My heart just instantly felt bigger. I felt everything that I had worried about just kind of felt lifted. And since then, I haven't been stressing about it. I've just been praying, it's God's will, what He wants for me.
Yeah. One of the things is we've been corresponding back and forth a little bit. The phrase you keep using is amazing. This is just amazing. Is that how you feel?
Yeah. There's no other word to explain it. It's just, I didn't think I could ever feel the way I do. I had always been so angry, and now, after last Sunday night, it just seems absolutely amazing. My heart just is so much fuller, has more meaning.
That's what Paul calls in Philippians chapter 4, peace that transcends understanding. You to experience it, to understand it, and to know it. Wow, thanks for sharing your story with us, Angie, especially when it's so fresh and new for you to have the courage to do that today. It's just amazing. I'd like to pray for you, okay? Father, thanks for what you're doing in Angie's life. What an incredible, simple prayer. Lord, I can't do this on my own. And I want to thank you for the fact that you answered that prayer for her in a huge way. And I know, Lord, that as she continues her walk of faith, that you're going to continue to pour your blessing into her life. And I also know there's going to be some challenges along the way. And I pray for grace and strength and courage and faith to face those as well. So thanks, Lord, for what you're doing in your world. And specifically today, thank you for what you're doing